very likely that you didn't have the opportunity to meet a wonderful woman named Mary Finney, who was my grandma. She died this week, and I just returned home from her funeral. And I started to think about what are the secrets that she had that she would share with you if she had the opportunity to meet you. So I put together 5 secrets that my grandma would want you to know. The very first one is that I think my grandma would say that a girl can never have too many pairs of shoes, or handbags, or wallets in her case. We laughed really hard this week as we went through my grandma's things and found that even at 88 years old, she had clothes in her closet with the tags on them that she had just not yet gotten around to wearing, and that she had drawers full of wallets to match her handbags, to match her shoes. She delighted in the small, the shiny, the sparkly, the fun, the bold, the leopard print. All of those things made her happy and made her smile. And I think that she would share that with you as a secret to a rich life as well. The second secret that my grandma would share with you is to expand your vocabulary. My grandma was an avid crossword puzzle doer. She always had books of crossword puzzles everywhere, and I would laugh when I would look at them and I would think, I have no idea what some of these words even mean, much less how she came up with them on her own, in a world that doesn't include for her things like Google. How did she come up with these definitions and be able to populate these puzzles? She was amazing. And while her vocabulary was very vast, she used a couple of very simple phrases regularly that we could use from. That we can learn from. The first is, I love you. She said, I love you liberally. People around her, people close to her, knew exactly where they stood with her. They knew that she cared for them and that she loved them. Another phrase that she used was to pick and choose your battles. My grandma's life was not perfect. It was not easy by any means, and she was choiceful in her marriage and in her relationships with her 5 kids, with her many, many grandchildren, in the things that she would stand up and get feisty about, the things that she would just sit back and say, and I'm not gonna worry about this one. I'm gonna let it pass and see how things go. The third thing that I think my grandma would want you to know is that she would tell you to use every unexpected change in your life as an opportunity to rebound. My grandpa died about 9 years, almost to the day, before my grandma did. And instead of becoming a hermit crab and being scared and staying at home at 79 years old, she rebounded. She got her groove back. She went out with her little old lady friends and was doing things like water ballet or water aerobics and quilting classes and volunteering at church and doing amazing things. She only stopped driving just a few short months before she died at 88. She truly did rebound. She didn't let a moment of her life be taken away from her because of unexpected change. The fourth secret that my grandma would share with you is that it's never too late to lead. The past probably 6 or so years of my grandma's life, she was very active in her home church, and even in her small group, had to lead small group lessons, which was completely out of my grandma's comfort zone. But she did it. She took the opportunity to lead. She served. She did small things like, quilting things and giving them to others, or, folding and stuffing bulletins, or, bringing food to be donated to the church drives and things like that. She was involved. She understood that even well past her 80s, that she had something unique to give to this world, and she was willing to give it. And the fifth and final secret that my grandma, I think, would give to you is that you should live a life that is worthy of being buried in red. My grandma asked to be married in red, and we honored that. She was buried in a sparkly red jacket with matching red fingernails, and looked beautiful and amazing. And when I say live a life worthy of being buried in red, think about what that red color, the confidence, the joy, the passion, the feistiness, the fire, the love that is embodied in that color. What is your life, what is your legacy of your life going to be? Is it one that is going to be worthy of being buried in red? I'd encourage you to just take a small moment, think about the 5 secrets that my grandma would give you if she was here today, and let that inspire you to live a life worthy of being buried in red.